Hello and welcome back to the music department at Edenham High School. In this video we're going to show you the keyboard part for how to play Three Little Birds by Bob Marley. The part of the song we're going to look at takes in the introduction and the first chorus, and that's what you'll be expected to play for your assessment. On the keyboard this is relatively straightforward because it only uses two chords, but we're going to look at a few different ways of playing it to allow you to develop in a slightly more musical way rather than just playing bog standard chords. Okay, so we're going to show you the chords to start with, and then we're going to show you how to put them together as they appear in the song Three Little Birds. The two chords that we need are an A major chord, so I need an A, C sharp and an E. Give me my A major chord. And I'm also going to need a D major chord using the notes of D, F sharp and A. It's my D major chord. Okay, so I'll play through the part of the song just using those two chords to start with, and then we'll break it down and play it through slightly slower and explain what's going on. So I start with my A major chord. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Move to D major. Back to A major. Up to D major. Back to A major. Okay, so it sounds like there's not a lot of structure going on there, but what we're missing is the rest of the instruments. And in particular, probably the most important thing is the vocal, because the vocal will help structure what you're doing. So when we start, we need to play our A major chord a number of times, but we need to bear in mind what everyone else around us would be doing. In particular, the vocals and the little piano melody which goes. Okay, so at the start of the song you get a little drum fill and you hear that piano melody. You hear that a number of times, and that helps structure what we're doing. It's important to realize that we're playing on beats 2 and 4. So when you get counted in, you get 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're playing on beats 2 and 4 because that's what gives us that reggae characteristic feel, that offbeat feel of reggae. So at the start of the song you get 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, da 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 da. And you hear that little melody going on in the background, and that will help structure what you're doing. That melody will come 4 times before the vocal comes in. So you get 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. And then the first lyric is "Don't worry," that's sung by Bob Marley. You can probably tell there that for each time that we hear that little riff, we've managed to play our A major chord 4 times on the offbeat, on beats 2 and 4. 1, 2, 3. So we get 1, 2, ba 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 ba. 1, 2, ba 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 ba. 1, 2, ba 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 ba. 1, 2, ba 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 ba. Sing, don't worry, and then you're into the chorus of the song then. So it figures that if we get 4 of those melodies before the lyrics start, and we've played our A major chord 4 times for each little riff, that means that we're playing our A major chord 16 times in the introduction before the vocals start. So we'll just play that through and you can count them for me. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, da 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 da. That's 8. 15, 16. And by that time, on the original recording, Bob Marley has started to sing Don't Worry. Okay, so when the lyrics kick in and we get the vocal part, we're still on our A major chord, and we play that for 8 times before we move to the next chord. So you get don't worry, cause every little thing. So you can hear when the lyrics changes to cause every little thing, we move to our D major chord, which we said earlier was D, F sharp, and A. And that D major chord is only played 4 times. So let's just go through that again. So you got, when the lyrics start with don't worry, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, don't worry. A major chord 8 times, 7, 8, change. So our chorus took in our A major chord, played 8 times, all on the offbeat. Then our D major chord, played 4 times, again on the offbeat, and back to our A major chord, played 4 times, which again was on the offbeat as well. So let's just go through that one more time. This is the very first part of the chorus. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Change, change, and then for the chorus, what you've just played, that pattern of 8 A major chords, 4 D major chords, 4 A major chords, that pattern goes round again to give you the whole of the chorus. So let's play through the whole of the chorus. We'll put in a few vocal cues just to structure where you are. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Don't worry. Cause every little thing singing don't worry. Every little thing gonna be alright. And that makes up the chorus for the song 3 Little Birds by Bob Marley. So you can see that it's quite a relatively straightforward song with regard to the chords you have to play. The difficulty comes in keeping the offbeat feel consistent and not slipping out of time, because that would be quite easy to do if you're not concentrating properly. Now, to move things on a little bit, everything I've played here with my A major chords and my D major chords, these are what we call root position chords, because the lowest note of the chord is the same as the name of the chord. So when I play my A major chord, the lowest note is the A. So that means this is a root position A major chord. When I move to my D major chord, I'm also playing a root position chord because the D is my lowest note. So this is a root position D major chord. Now often there are times in music when you're playing when you don't want to use root position chords all the time, and in fact it's a lot more musical if you don't use root position chords all the time. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you a couple of different variations to ensure that what you're doing pushes you forward and is a little bit more musical. So what we're going to look at is a first position chord for A major. Now A major, as we know, uses the notes of A, C sharp and E. So what we're going to do is make the C sharp the lowest note, and we're going to play C sharp, E and A. So that there we go. A C sharp, an E and an A. That means we're now playing a first position A major chord because the C sharp is the lowest note. Now what that means is if we use that chord and then change to our D major chord, there's a lot less movement with our hand and it makes more musical sense to go from there, C major, E, A, to move to D, F sharp and A. The A is constant between the two chords, so we don't need to move that note. But what we're really doing essentially is just moving the C sharp up to a D and the E up to an F sharp. So you get C sharp and an E, moving to D and F sharp. So you get this. Let's just look at that again. So a first position A major chord, C sharp, E, A. We can use that arrangement of notes to play our A major chord for Three Little Birds. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Because every little thing, and that makes more musical sense. Now that idea of a first position chord, you can do that for a D major chord as well. It means that instead of D being the lowest note in the chord, we'll put F sharp as the lowest note in the chord to give us F sharp, A and D. And then that chord, that would be a first position D major chord. F sharp is the lowest note, A and D. So what we can do then is we can go from an A major chord here perhaps, and then down to a first position D major chord here. And that way, using that first position chord allows you a little bit more flexibility, pushes your knowledge on, and allows you to play in a more of a musical sense rather than just using these root position chords all the time. Okay, so let's play through the song as you'd expect to hear it for assessment. You'll hear me play the chord part for the introduction, and that'll go straight into the chorus, and there'll be a couple of vocal cues to to help structure what you're learning. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, da 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 da. A major. Da 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 da. Don't worry. Moving up to D major, 'cause every little thing gonna be alright. Singing don't worry. Moving up to D major, 'cause every little thing. And there you go. That should be all you need to know to learn to play the keyboard part for the song Three Little Birds by Bob Marley. If you've got any queries about the video, please don't hesitate to come and see us in the music department, and we look forward to seeing you in class.